What up, tubers? We're back for some more drafting on Magic Online, some more vintage cube, as we will be doing for, I guess, the foreseeable future. Yeah, we'll just jump right in, see what we got here. Do some business. Archon of Cruelty, pretty nice. Goblin Welder can be great. A couple of lands. Lightning Bolt, Recurring Nightmare. Ignite Memory seems like a super fun Storm card. I don't know how good it actually is, though. But I do want to try that one time. I don't know. Kind of feel like maybe doing some Reanimator nonsense here. I'm going to first pick this Archon of Cruelty. This card is fantastic. And there aren't any, like, super absurd cards in this pack that are, like, true signposts, I guess. I mean, it's pick one, pack one, so you can't really have any, but I'm going to take this Archon of Cruelty and maybe see if we can do some fun reanimate shenanigans. Get past a balance here. Iona's pretty good. Gitaxian Probe's great. This feels like a pack where you take the Gitaxian Probe and you just see what wheels between Inkwell Leviathan and Iona. Usually those cards go very, very late, tending to wheel unless somebody is forcing, artifacts or Reanimator. So I think we take the Probe here, see what happens. I could also consider taking Balance, but I like taking the Probe and just going down this route for now. We actually got a show and tell here. That could be interesting as well. That would be a backup plan, I think. It's probably just best to take the Bone Shards out of this pack. Now, I am kind of forcing Reanimator here, but I wanted to kind of change up the archetypes we've been doing lately. So I think this is a good spot to go down. Best card in this pack, probably just Tropical Island. And then maybe Deceiver Exarch for the combo decks. But I'm going to take the Bone Shards here. Good Reanimator, good interaction. And then try to wheel the Show and Tell or the Bazaar of Baghdad, no problem. Thoughtseize, another fantastic pickup here. Vintage Cube oftentimes can just come down to a couple of key cards, a couple of key interactions. Especially if your opponent's on like some combo list or something. If they're playing like an aggro deck, maybe Thoughtseize isn't as useful, because they're going to have a wider array of threats, whereas, with a combo deck, if you take one key piece or something, you're pretty locked in. But still a good choice, and in a pinch, you can Thoughtseize yourself to discard a fatty for reanimate purposes, so good pickup. Passing both of the combo pieces now. We just saw Deceiver Exarch. Let's take this Pestermite. Let's pass this Pestermite now. Oh, that's really freaking awkward. I wonder if it is still correct to take the Splinter Twin here and see if one of those wheel. That's super awkward, though. Literally 3 in a row. Exarch into Pestermite into Splinter Twin for the full combo. I think that is the play here. As odd as it seems, like Shallow Grave is an okay reanimate effect, but I'm really looking for like Exhume or Reanimate. So if this was one of the better reanimate cards, I would take it, but since it's just Shallow Grave, I'm going to try to take the high upside Splinter Twin and maybe we can wheel it. Very easy Mystical Tutor here for me. It's going to be good in no matter what deck I build. Gonti's always solid. Through the Breach is fine. Take the Tutor. Get a red land is okay, I guess. Red Elemental Blast also has a ton of upside if we end up playing the red. I guess I'll take the Blast here over the Foothills. Just a great sideboard card. It's a pretty late Oracle of Moldiah. Downfall's okay. Hexmage is okay. I'll take the Downfall. Seems fine for interaction. There's the Ignite Memories on the wheel. I mean, you know what I've done before is like a Reanimator Jiki combo deck, but that's a lot more awkward with Splinter Twin. I think this is okay though to take over Godless Shrine. And we should be getting Iona here pretty quickly. Or Inkwell Leviathan. Those should be in the, let's see, that says pick 9. I first picked Archon. I second picked, what did I second pick? Probe? Oh, so maybe both Iona and Inkwell did not wheel. Oh, no, that's pick 9. Okay, so that was the wheel pack. There it is. Yep, perfect. as expected. Yeah, like I said, Iona really just being played in Reanimator. I don't think there are many other archetypes in this format that want this card, so that's a perfect one to find here on the wheel. There's the Bazaar as well. I don't have any Reanimate effects yet, but that's okay because of how well I think we've cut it off. Unless somebody is taking all of those cards early, then we should still be fine. Now, I do regret not taking the Shallow Grave, sure, just because it is still super good with Archon, and you can still combo it with cards like Emrakul and whatnot, or any of the Annihilator Eldrazi, but I think it was a fine hedge. Green just seems super open, but whatever, we're ignoring that for now. Lotus is actually kind of funny here. It gives me outs to hard casting Iona. Wow, perfect. Okay. Well, now I feel wonderful. Taking the Shallow Grave actually, or rather taking the Splinter Twin actually paid off as we're getting the Shallow Grave on the wheel. So, okay. We are in it to win it now. We need ways to discard. Right now we just have Bazaar and Shards. Pseudo Thoughtseize, I guess. And more importantly, we need sustainable or sustained Reanimate effects. Reanimate, Exhume. Let's take the Vampiric Tutor here to start pack number 2. Ulamog could wheel, and that's one that's nice with Shallow Grave. Mana Leak, I think, is the secondary choice here. But the Tutor just a little bit too good to go along with, well, effectively a combo deck, I would say. Let's do that. Into a... Okay, Time Warp is solid. Massacre Worm is great. Shelldock Isle's also very good, especially since I already have, like, Bazaar. I think we'll take the land here and plan on wheeling the Massacre Worm. And this gives us ways to cast our fatties in a variety of methods. Liliana is freaking fantastic. And there goes my neighbor again, starting the pressure washer. Man, what is going on? 7 p.m. and he's starting to pressure wash. Anyways, hopefully you can't hear it. If you do, I apologize. We'll take our Lily. And there's an Emrakul, the Promised End. That's not bad. Cryptic Command is probably a no-go. Oh, you know what? Stowaway. I didn't even consider that, but that's another way to discard some cards. So we have, at this point, enough discard outlets. We just need the ways to get the cards back from the graveyard. On to the next pack. I don't think we need to take the fatty here. Narset, Light's Whisper, Portent, all pretty nice. I'm a little bit worried about the double blue cost on the Narset, but that card does find a lot of action for us, so I think it's better than taking the Night's Whisper or the Portent. Wow, Dak Faden is a good splash card, and I do have a Lava Claw Reaches already for a little bit of fixing. Teferi also wouldn't be a crazy splash. And then there's also a Damnation here. This is probably close between Damnation and Dak, but I think the power level of the Planeswalker warrants being taken. Yeah, so Reanimate effects and card draw. Unburial Rites is not the Reanimate effect I want, but I probably have to take it here over Collective Brutality, even though Brutality, I think, is a much better card. No, I'm taking Brutality. By doing this, I'm going to pin all my hopes that we get Reanimate in pack 3, but I think Unburial Rites is just the weakest of the Reanimate effects, and Brutality does so much work. So, a little bit greedy, yes, but hopefully this is going to still pay off as we get... Wow, what a crazy pack! Of course they give me all of these cards in pack 8 where I need literally every single one of them. Spell Pierce amazing, Darkslick Shores insane, Grave Titan Brazen, Inquisition Dig Through Time. So nuts. I mean, we have to take the Shores here. I have no fixing right now. But holy moly, too many good cards. Let's just hurry up and take the land and be over with it. Nice little Fatal Push here for some interaction. Not terrible. Cloudskate and Power Stone are both fine as well. That's upsetting. Okay, into wheeling the Massacre Worm. That's great. We might actually end up running this Lotus after all. Oh, portal here. Okay. Some extra card draw seems good. Man. Cryptic and Skyclave. Rather, Cryptic and the lands. Blood Crypt. Excellent. And that means, yeah, I'm for sure going to be splashing this. Ooh, Dak Faden and maybe even this Kolagon's command now, too. Okay. Those were both pretty good. All right, fine. Well, we got the Unburial Rights anyways, so there's that. Yeah, come on. Pack 3, Time Walk. Womp womp. Obviously, that's going to be the choice here. What else do we have in this pack, though? Pack Rat, Kiki Jiki, Tar Pit, Mole Drifter. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. The Tar Pit is the biggest loss here for sure, but can't really go wrong with Time Walk. There's the Entomb. Okay, I'm going to take that over taking Scarab God or Glen Alendra. I do think this would probably end up wheeling, but I think it's too important in our deck for multiple reasons. Not only can it put a fatty in the graveyard, but it also can put Unburial Rights in the graveyard. And while I don't have good white fixing right now, I think that's worth it. Geez, man, what is going on? Where are the reanimate effects? Infernal Grasp versus Woe Strider, but I mean, I guess I could take Colonnade for the Unburial Rights, but this is not the land that we want. Yeah, this has just got to be a Grasp, I think. Oh, we need a little bit of help here. A lot of the pieces have come together. We're just missing one or two. And they're the really important ones. Exhume, Reanimate, Animate Dead. Where are you? What are we getting past here now? Ah, a Mind Twist and a Mana Confluence, or Mystic Confluence. Mind Twist is another one of those cards that can give you some free wins, so I guess it's going to be the choice here, but we still need some help. So for decks, I always count Bazaar of Baghdad as a spell and not a land, because obviously it doesn't produce mana. So just something to note that this is going to be considered a spell in our deck and not a land. Okay, we finally got a decent reanimate effect, and yet it's in a pack where Watery Grave also lies. This is so miserable. We have to take the Necromancy. It's just way too important now. And once again, losing out on fantastic fixing, but what are you going to do? Sometimes your hand is kind of forced, and I think this is a case where that is definitely something we need to do. Maybe I'm not playing the red. Maybe I'm just cutting all of these cards here. That makes my mana better. I mean, the deck is really good, but we don't need it. And I don't want to have to rely on... Like, this is so much better this way because I don't have really good mana. So we'll keep it like this. Crypt Breaker's alright. Maybe move that to the board. That's pick number 6 for pack 3. So 2 more chances at either Reanimate or Exhume, which are the 2 best. There's Animate Dead. Okay, well, as I was saying, Reanimate and Exhume are the best because we can also Mystical Tutor for them. But hey, that is exactly the type of card we were looking for. So no complaints there. There goes Yawgmoth's Will. But we have Scrubland now for Unburial Rights. Sorry, Preordain. I know you're fantastic, but we have enough playables. This ended up working out fantastically. Probably need to cut one more card here. I'm actually going to end up cutting the Narset, I think, just because our mana didn't get there. So let's keep the blue to a minimum. In fact, I'm almost considering cutting the Suspicious Stowaway. And that way we can run really, really few blue sources. Maybe get the Crypt Breaker back in. Just as a random value card that we can get on the board early. Wow, that's nice. Okay. I don't know how this pack is still having all these good cards like Kiki Jiki and Sylvan Library, but Wheeling Tar Pit made a huge difference for us. That's really good. All of a sudden, I think our deck became fantastic. I mean, I might actually be missing one big top-end card at this point. That might be the thing we're actually looking for. I don't know what I can wheel, but maybe there's like some random Titan or something that we can get back. Scarab God. Okay. Ooh. Now hold up. That's way too good not to play. Yeah, sorry. Another blue black land that also gives us access to more red if we wanted to splash the Dak or the Kolagons is just way too good, right? Seems like it. In fact, I could probably cut the Stowaway and replace it with the Dak now because of that pickup. That seems good. So get the Xander's Lounge, the Reaches, and the Blood Crypt. I think we'll leave the Kolagons command in the board for now. I went from really concerned about this deck to actually pretty happy with it. Especially since we have like multiple tutors. We have the Mystical Tutor, we have the Vampiric Tutor, Entomb is basically a tutor. So not looking bad. That Regent almost doesn't look bad in this deck, crazy enough. Talisman, I don't think we want to play, but sideboard Snuff Out makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, looks good. I guess the Mind Twist is maybe a little bit awkward because we don't have fast mana. No Dark Ritual. No Mana Rocks. But, I mean, hey. Oh, Primus! Hey, there's a reanimate target. Beautiful. Wow, literal last pick. Look at that. I can't believe it, but this deck turned out something nice given how it was looking at the start. All right, so Bazaar of Baghdad again counts as a spell. That means we are cutting what? Or could I just run 16 lands? I don't think 16 lands is crazy with how low our curve is. We're not planning on hard casting any of these except for maybe Massacre Worm. Eh, 16 is probably okay though. All right. Run all these. I'm not going to run any basic planes, not for Unburial Rites or for Iona. 1, 2, 3 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 blue sources. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. Yeah, that's plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. That's great. Aight, let's do this. Nice little Reanimator deck here. Really came together in pack number 3, and let's see how we do. Go, go. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this vintage cube draft. We are sadly on the draw, but we have a pretty nice looking hand. No fatty yet, but a ton of ways to discard and ways to interact with the opponent. Oh, even a Thoughtseize now for next turn looks pretty good. Blue, blue, maybe a Signet or something. Grim Monolith. Oh, baby, that's going to be a nice one to be able to steal with Dak Faden potentially. Oh, wait, they're tapping it immediately. That's not a good sign. So they must have another 2-drop here. Signet, Signet. All right, we're definitely going for Thoughtseize then. This is what I was talking about with Thoughtseize during the draft. We might be able to take like our opponent's 1 relevant card, and then they just have nothing left to do, you know? Yep, there it is. Take the Time Twister. They're left with Power Stone and Blightsteel Colossus. Beautiful. And then we can steal their Power Stone next turn with the Dak and go from there. Most excellent. Oops, not that. Thank you very much. And let's see, so we can go Bazaar into discard Iona, into probably win. Oh, the reverse Dak. Are they going to steal back the Power Stone? They are. Okay. All right, that was a good draw, but let's go ahead and uptick Dak on ourselves here. Discarding Iona. And this is kind of interesting. Because I don't think we want a shallow grave Iona. We want to be able to unburial rights it next turn. I guess we don't need the brutality anymore, most likely. Then let's probe them. Try to find an untapped black source so I can activate Creeping Tar Pit and kill Dak. There it is. And they have Golos and Blightsteel Colossus. All right. So now we are going to Tar Pit, kill the Dak. And we're looking pretty nice here. Even if they play Golos here, I don't think that really matters because we can either steal it or Liliana make them sacrifice it. Although it would be pretty sad if they have a Tolarian Academy to go grab, I guess. They do. All right, so that is a lot of mana. What do we have that we can grab with Mystical Tutor now? We can go grab Time Walk with Mystical Tutor. Let's see, what happens if we do that? Mystical Tutor, Time Walk, uptick Dak. Time Walk, what does that accomplish? Not very much, right? They're still missing black and green for a Golos activation, notably. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they might be able to hardcast Blightsteel next turn if I don't do something about that. Kind of interesting scenario. I guess it's probably safest to Mystical Tutor for the Time Walk. Because this way we uptick Dak to 3, and then we can steal the artifact and keep Dak alive next turn. Oh, and perfect. We found Animate Dead anyways. So we can discard Shores. We can discard... Actually, no. We can discard Bazaar and discard Shallow Grave. Yep. Now we Time Walk. Play the Shores. Now we animate Dead Iona on blue and then steal Golos. Perfect. And while they might have non-blue cards, obviously blue is their extremely main color, so. What you doing over there, OP? All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and animate Dead. Name blue. Steal the Golos. And let's go ahead and Lily uptick discarding Swamp. Presumably they discard Colossus. Oh, they discarded Narset? Wait, what? Why on earth would they discard that? Oh, because they can't cast it. Haha, lol. That's 8 mana. What are they planning on doing here? Don't tell me they drew like Ugin. He drew a Battle Sphere. Okay. Wow, what a good top deck. That's crazy. So let's uptick Dak. Well, Infernal Grasp deals with a lot of issues here. Discard, I guess, the Blood Crypt and the Mind Twist? Wait, no, let's discard Mind Twist on Burial Rites. Then we can grasp the Battle Sphere. Shock ourselves for a land to be able to activate Tar Pit, but also make them discard their last card in their hand, which, as we know, is Blightsteel Colossus. And yeah, I think we activate Tar Pit, hit him for 9 this turn. I guess I attack with all, actually. I don't really care if they kill Dak at this point. Because if they don't block Golos this turn with a token, then they just die next turn to Iona plus Creeping Tar Pit anyways. That Thoughtseize was huge. Because you can just imagine if they dump out their hand like that and then Time Twister. Whew, scary, scary. Wow, they didn't chump. So they need to top deck something now. I mean, they do have infinite mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 14 mana. But they can't cast any blue cards. And there we go. Good stuff. Okay, scary artifact deck. Kolaghan's Command. Easy coming in. What comes out? Fatal Push, I guess, looked really bad versus them. I wonder if I want to bring in Narset just because they have like Time Twister and probably other draw card effects, but I think we're okay running it like this. Go to game number 2. And on to game number 2 we go. On the draw here, the hand's a little bit awkward, but all we do need to find is one more land. Non-swamp. All we do need to do is find one more blue or red source, and we can DAC, which we know is insane versus them. Any land gives us Kolaghan's Command, and we do have an Infernal Grasp if they do a creature early. So let's lead on the lounge. What is up with their lands now? That is... After game 1, that is a very weird selection of lands that they've played. Hopefully they just go with Power Stone here. Get to potentially DAC it. Duretti, okay. Kind of annoying, I guess. Let's entomb, what, Primus? Yep. Hope to draw a Reanimate effect. Time Walk, interesting. I don't think we cast that because it doesn't do anything currently. The only reason I would cast it is because we know they have a draw 7 in their deck. But I think we just bide our time. Hold up Kolaghan's this turn. Duretti only kills creatures, right? Not also planeswalkers. Yeah. Or artifacts and creatures, but... Okay, there's their DAC. Yeah, we have a problem here. Now I probably just need a time walk so I can go try and find a reanimate effect. I don't think I'm supposed to fire off Kolagons quite yet. Yikes. Yeah. All right. This game is going to be not good for us. Downfall helps. Okay, that's a start. I can downfall the DAC. Doretti is getting close to ultimate, but there are no good artifacts in graveyards yet, so that's not a huge problem. Oko now too. Okay, what is going on? This is like a completely different deck from game one. This is no longer an artifact. It's an elk. So they only have one more card in their hands. Let's destroy their signet and make them discard, I guess. If they discard an artifact for Doretti, that's just going to be kind of unlucky. No, it was a Shark Typhoon. Okay. They drew a Skull Clamp to go with Doretti? That is absurd. I was afraid of their deck after game one, but after seeing this game, I don't think that our deck should have a problem with theirs. It's just that we've had a pretty weak draw here, and they've played, what, 3 Planeswalkers? But I definitely need to find a reanimate effect next turn for Primus. Otherwise, that's definitely just GG's. I mean, it's already pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Come on. Well, that technically works. Kill the Doretti. Attack the Oko. They're going to be blocking with their Construct, which takes away 2 cards from them. And then I'm going to grasp my own Primus to persist it and to finish off the Oko. But we still have the portal problem online, so good news is I can DAC next turn to kill it, hopefully. But they've already just drawn 2 cards, or 1 extra card this turn. And they drew Time Twister. Okay, now wait, hold up. Well, they just drew a fresh grip of 7 too, so I'm not going to get my hopes up, I guess. Okay, so can I kill them next turn somehow? I don't think I can. But we can do a lot of stuff here. Vamp Tutor. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. I guess I grab Archon of Cruelty here. There's so many different lines I can take. It's crazy. Could grab Time Walk. No, I don't have enough mana for all that. We could also just Bone Shards our Primus away. Ah, this is so much damage and so much life. No, let's grab the Archon. That makes the most sense. Then we'll Bone Shards, kill the Oko, discard Archon. Shallow Grave the Archon, make them sack both their creatures. Attack. They take 11, go down to 6. They sack their construct. Discard another card. Ooh, Sheldock was a good land draw too. Okay. And we hit, I guess, Animate Dead here. So sorry, Archon, you're gone, but gotta do what you gotta do. We still need to, I guess, get a little bit lucky here, because, I mean, they've got a lot of mana and a lot of cards in their hand, but that was good. Probably have to save the Kolagon's command for, like, their Mere Battlesphere if they have it. But Battlesphere also give... Oh, Shark Typhoon. Oh, that's really bad too, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. Did they draw Tinker? Oh, they did. Wow. And they have Blightsteel in their deck, we know. They did just grab the ball, though. Okay. One card left in their hand. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to killing them. But actually so close to killing them. Well, I do need to Kolagons that Battlesphere 100%. Do I want to ping them for 2? No, I don't. I think we want to make them discard the last card in their hand. So let's go. Ah, but they draw Infinite with Skull Clamp is the problem. Oh well, yep. Discard. I guess I'll play a land first. Dak Faden. All right, that's good. And then we instant speed Animate Dead on their Battlesphere, but they get to do a lot of card drawing this turn. They have like 20 mana with Skull Clamp and 4 1/1 tokens. But we can kill them next turn with Mere Battlesphere attacking. Pinging them for 4, and then Brutality for the final 2 points of damage. Assuming they draw nothing somehow in all of their cards. That's fine. Let's see, they have green, white, red, black, blue. So they could spin the Golos if they wanted to. Yeah, looks like that's what they're planning. Sure. I'm actually more happy with this. Yeah, those don't matter. Not even the Colossus matters. Only 2 cards left in their hand. Tap out, please. Okay, Chalice. They held open 2 mana, though. That's not a good sign. I don't know what that means, but that's probably not a good sign for me. Oh, 3 mana even because of the Chalice now, of course. Come on, tap out for something irrelevant. That's good too. Keep going, keep clamping, tap out. Nice. All right, we got him. Beautiful. Beautiful. Animate dead. Cast on your battle sphere. Please and thank you. Go brutality. All 3 modes. You lose life. You get -2. I choose your hand. And now we attack and ping them for 4, and they don't even get to block. Easy. Baby, let's go! What a game. Played to our outs perfectly, and boom, shakalaka. Game 1, or rather round 1, success. And off to round number 2 we go for the Vintage Cuber. We are on the play here. Yeah, this hand is probably good enough to keep. Yeah. Obviously, Unburial Right's just the worst of the reanimate effects here. As any of the other reanimate effects, we could probably kind of win on turn 2. I guess 3 for Necromancy, but I don't think I'm going to probe on turn 1. I think I'm probably just going to lead on Shores and pass. Go for Entomb on Iona, most likely. Let's see if they shock themselves. I might even just Fatal Push if they had played like an elf there. Yeah, let's go ahead and Entomb our Iona. I think is better than Archon of Cruelty. It's probably pretty close, though. I think Iona probably wins more likely. And yeah, because I have Animate in the dead in the deck, let's go ahead and probe and see what we're working with. They have a channel. Oh, they have a Scavenging Ooze too. Well, that is extremely unfortunate. Now we have to hope that they just run out the Ooze on turn 2 and I get to mind or Fatal Push it. Because, I mean, it makes sense if they just run it out. Okay, phew. That worked out perfectly. Nice. We can just step by step strip their hand. I think I like Mind Twisting here for 2 as a pseudo him. Nice. Got the land and the Edric. And then I hope that they don't draw a channel hit and then just Thoughtseize channel next turn. Okay, that's fine. That does hold sword, though. And we are 1 land away from casting Unburial Rights. Yeah, need to take the channel. If I don't take channel, they can channel Green Sun Zenith. Yep, there goes the sword. Oh, wrong land. Okay, that's kind of funny. I think we have to wait a turn now. They get to mill me for 10 here? And I don't have any of the reshuffle effect cards, so this is actually pretty annoying. I take 3, they make a wolf, I mill 10. But I would assume on Burial Rites on Iona is still just the nuts here, right? Name green. That does mean that I have to wait, though. And they have a bunch of other colors, so they might not be locked out completely, but I can't attack, otherwise I'm going to get milled out. So we need to find a way to get back our Primus first, which means we need to find our white source, which is not milled yet. So I can draw 2, discard 3, and just keep 1 good card. That's not awful. Liliana actually makes a lot of sense here. First we start by making them a sacrifice. And then next turn we start upticking. Plains and Pass is good for us. Yeah, I think it's worth upticking. The Massacrorum doesn't even kill the sword. Noble Hierarch with the sword anyways. Progenitus, their discard. Funny. So they have a Green Sun Zenith and 2 unknowns. Hope they don't have like a Treachery. Now we Lily -2, make them sack their Hierarch, and should be good to go. Let's go ahead and take a peek at their hand too, I guess. Hornet Queen, Green Sun, all right. And that should be good, unless they have some random blue or white card they draw, which there are a lot of blue and white ways to get rid of Iona, but they're on a 2-turn clock here. Main phase Mystical Tutor. Okay, well that doesn't do anything. That actually literally does not do anything. I guess that's not technically true. They thin out their deck by 1 card. Oh, they drew another castable, apparently. What did they find? Wait, that also doesn't do anything. They're still just dead on board. All right, we'll take it. I would like to attack for lethal flying damage. Good. Okay, so Scavenging Ooze is scary. Channel is scary. Time Walk is scary. Probably want to bring in the Command and the Snuff versus this. Cutting what, though? I think probably Portal makes sense, and I kind of want to cut on Burial Rites, but because we have Necromancy, Animate Dead, Shallow Grave. Yeah, I don't need this on Burial Rites. Screw that card. We only have 1 white source anyways for the flashback, so it's most likely just going to be a 5-mana Reanimate. Is this hand good? If it had a Reanimate effect, one of my cheap ones, I would keep this because we could like... Actually, you know what? This is a keep. We have a ton of early interaction, and the Brutality can discard the Iona, so I like this. They must be a Commander player online, because this is what Commander players do a ton. They tap their land if they don't have a play. Wall of Roots. Do we want to just Infernal Grasp that if we draw a land? All right, let's take a peek since we didn't find a land there on mana source land. Oh, their hand's not very good. Okay. So that gets Shelldock here. Hit the only 3 lands on the bottom kind of sucks. They don't have red for Fable, so they drew Savannah. I would doubt they cast Time Walk here. It doesn't do anything. I guess they can Ballista on 2 if they want to. Oh, no, they did Time Walk, sure. I'm okay with this. Okay, Time Walk plus Ballista on 1. Even better. So we know they don't have a Brutality hit in their hand. Ah, they found a red source for Fable, though, which sucks. That was a good draw for them. All of a sudden, this is getting a little bit annoying. Another tap land for us. Okay, well, let's Brutality, and let's choose all the modes. Kill their Shaman. And we are just going to discard both Primus and Iona. Yep, we know what's in their hand. Do they want to discard Ugin and Palancron? Just Palancron, okay. Oh, they drew Edric? And Ooze? Oh my god. What are these draws? That had to be like 2 of their best possibles, huh? Holy crap. Okay, well, we can kill them both, fortunately. So let's kill the Ooze, discarding Bazaar. Now, they can use it once here. They didn't. And then let's just pop off the Edric right now. Damn. Downfall on Kiki Jiki is a thing we could eventually do, but it's not completely necessary right now. I don't know. Maybe I should have discarded Liliana and kept the Bazaar. The Bazaar would have let me activate the Shelldock Isle much sooner. Okay, level up the Ballista, attack for 2, I guess. 2, 4. They have 6 mana for Ugin, so they're still 2 away. Yeah, I wish I'd kept Bazaar instead of Lily. Main phase Mystical Tutor again. Getting Channel, okay. So this is going to be kind of funny then. They're going to go for a level up on the Ballista. I'll downfall it in response. Then they'll like attack me for 2. So I actually want to draw a like a land here. It wouldn't be terrible for us. Because then when we go Liliana uptick, they either have to... Oh, no. They Mystical too. The Channel's on top. My mistake. Crap. I thought for some reason I was going to get them to discard either Channel or Ugin. mean, that's not bad, but it's not good. If I use this, I die in 2 shots to Ugin. Ugh. So our only way to win this now is to draw a reanimate effect for Primus. Primus on their Ugin is our out to victory. So we have a couple draw steps at it. And we have a little bit of time, but not a lot of time. Yeah, keeping the damn Liliana was so awkward over Bazaar. Oh, they drew a Karn. Wow, okay. Are they going to eat a land here? Huh. Interesting. They killed the Shelldock. Okay. We are actually not doing terribly here. This is Liliana minus. Make them sack their wall of roots. Nah, not a great card for them to have drawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they have 6 mana. Okay. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Vamp Tutor for... Does Shallow Grave win? No, not quite. I guess for Animate Dead? Or Necromancy? I guess... No, both are the same. Animate Dead is cheaper, so probably safer to grab that. Okay. Make them discard their Ugin now. They might exile one of my lands again with Karn. We'll see. Oh no, what did they draw? They drew a Primeval Titan off the top? Oh, disgusting. Super disgusting. Okay. Is there anything of theirs I can animate instead for the win? No, we just have to get Primus and exile the Karn. Yeah. Damn. So the funny thing is, if Iona had been on top, Shallow Grave would have won. Oh well. Them's the break sometimes. Looks like we're going to lose this game unless I rip Shallow Grave off the top. Oh, what is... They keep top decking. What is this? Green Sun, I guess? For what? 6? Brutal. Well, they are certainly drawing well. Halana and Elena, interesting. I mean, I had to chump anyways, basically. Yeah, so it's Shallow Grave. Oh no, Shallow Grave doesn't even work anymore because it says Reach. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's funny. Well, didn't matter anyways. All right. What a very strange game that was. Man, this feels like it should be a really good matchup for us unless they have a channel start. So let's just win, okay? Go to game number 3. All right, game number 3 here. On the play. Man, these hands. I think I have to mulligan this. The Bazaar is super awkward here too. This is better. But we need to find a land. So I might actually have to Vampiric Tutor for a land on turn 1 upkeep. Could also risk it and just try to draw a land naturally, but that's a little bit risky, huh? Yeah. Wait, did we do this? Yeah. Sad, but I think it's correct. Then I think we should probably grab an untapped blue source here so I can like grab Entomb end of turn. Oh, well, that might be the end of the game. They had a turn 2 channel start. Great. Oh, if it's Ugin, it's beatable. Karn is not beatable. Oh, they have a Eldrazi? How do I beat that? I have to draw a swamp. Bone Shards doesn't kill it. So I guess the correct play is to actually... No, Mystical Tutoring for... No, Mystical Tutoring for Time Walk doesn't do anything, does it? It's just because we can just draw Time Walk naturally anyways. Yeah. We draw an untapped black source, we probably win. Oh. I could go for a Gitaxian Probe, I guess, as a kind of a free roll. But that doesn't do anything either, so, yep. Oh, man, that is so frustrating. I can't believe we lost like this. I mean, I'm going to sound salty, but I think our deck was a lot better. Anyways, we'll go to the next. All right, here we are for the third and final round. After that, I'm salty. I don't normally get salty, but that was sad. I think this deck's really good. And, well, you know what? It was a turn 2 channel, so I guess that's magic, baby. I guess I shouldn't complain that much. All right, let's focus on this third round here. We're on the draw with this hand. I think I would keep this on the play, but I think this might be a little bit too slow. It's really tough. It really depends on what we play against. I guess in the dark, I'll go ahead and try keeping this and just pray that we draw some early interactive spells to begin with. But this is slightly risky for sure, I would say. Though them starting on an island, we'll see what they lead on. Okay, so maybe they're playing more of a control deck, signets and whatnot. Yeah, all right. Let's draw a discard effect here, ideally. No. Because you can imagine if we were on the play here, they go turn 2 Grim Monolith, I go turn 3 Steal It, and that honestly could just end the game. We're still going to slam. We might run into a counter, but we have to. And if we don't, then we get to steal their monolith. They will tap it in response. That's fine, though. The fact that we just denied them from 3 mana and they missed a land last turn and did nothing means, well, I'm pretty glad I kept this opening hand. Oh, and that's probably going to be game over now because now we have the combo. We drew the white source, so let's uptick Dak, discard Primus and Archon. Oh! I'm silly. I was supposed to discard the Unburial Rites with Primus, but I guess this way I get to double utilize. We don't need the Bazaar anymore, for sure. They should be dead here already, basically. I should have reanimated the Primus, killed one of their 2 islands, and been done with it, but... Okay. So do I want to entomb Iona here instead? I mean, I guess if we draw it, we can still just discard it. So, oh, wait. They're giving me another Mox if they... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that gift. And then I'm going to... Let's make them discard first. And let's go ahead and just Unburial Rites on Primus and eat one of their last mana sources. And then we can entomb Iona and Unburial Rites it after the fact. Could also make ourselves sack Primus to blow up their last island. But at this point, it doesn't look like it really matters. Maybe just giving them more information, but hey. Turns out that keep was good. Man, such a sweet deck we ended up with. Sad that we will not trophy, but it's fine, Kenji. Don't be salty. Let's cut the Grasp. Let's bring in the Kolagons. I probably should just be starting the Kolagons in the main, honestly. That's how good this card is in Vintage Cube. Just so many good artifacts and such utility. We're also going to bring in the Red Elemental Blast. We have a decent number of red sources, and another easy cut seems like Massacre Worm versus blue. Yeah, this deck is nice. Let's go to game number 2. Well, there's all my reanimate effects. Save for Shallow Grave. Obviously can't keep that. Go down to 6. This is better. Yeah, this is definitely better. I guess I'm going to pitch the command here since I don't have any red sources and I want to keep my only way to reanimate. Like, this is a good card to discard to either Bone Shards or Brutality as well, right? Also playing black with a Petal. I'm going to go land pass here. And I'm going to probe them next turn, then decide if I want to cast a Brutality. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Sure. That's fine, more or less. Oh, do they have Tinker? Oh, they have Emery. Oh, well, that's really good for us. Because we get to Brutality for infinite value now, effectively. So let's take a peek at their hand. Hopefully I have an instant or sorcery I can take. They don't, but Those are... Well, Jar they could actually cast not too far away, but whatever, that's fine. So -2 and then lose 2 life. Because we want to discard the Unburial Rites, right? I think? Yeah, let's do that. Because that means we have a cheaper reanimate source in our graveyard. Sadly, we don't have a good DAC target unless they play out the Jar. Oh, that is nice. I will 100% DAC the Jar. Because either they sack it now to deny me, or I get to utilize it on my turn. Yeah, perfect. So Archon's going in our graveyard now. We don't get to cast any of these. We're losing all of them, but that's fine by us. What did they lose out on? Venser, Sower, some lands. Yeah, sure. Easy DAC. Discard. Discard. Not going to Thoughtseize. We'll just hold up Red Elemental. We're just looking for lands. Suspend Ancestral Vision. Yeah, this game feels pretty over. Mind Twist 2. Discard Iona. Yeah, I guess we're going to discard the Twist. We can Unburial Rites next turn if we want to, instead of firing off Vampiric Tutor. I don't think we're supposed to Vampiric. I think we just want to keep untapping naturally. Go ahead and keep drawing. Discard. Downfall and Crypt. Now this turn I will Thoughtseize them, since my plan is to Unburial Rites and I want to make sure they don't have a counter or whatever. Ah, and they just scoop it up. Good enough. All right. Yeah, man, our deck is so good. Really think this was a trophy quality deck, but sometimes you get turn 2 channeled, and you know, we still had an out at that on that match as well, right? If we had drawn an untapped black source, we just slam down the Lily, make them sack a creature, and then we had 3 tutors in our hands or whatever it was, so probably would have been an easy win, but anyways, thanks for watching. We got a little blue-black reanimate in our bag now. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying these vintage cube videos. If you are, hit that like and subscribe. And if you don't like them, you should probably still hit that like and subscribe. We're pushing 50K subscribers on YouTube now, so thank you guys so much. Glad you're enjoying the daily videos, whether they be... they're majority draft, but sometimes we throw in some constructed. Anyways, as always, you can catch all my other content here on my YouTube channel. You can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/NumotTheNummy. And if you want to check out one of my sponsors, you can go to cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic cards. We'll see you next time. Peace out.